I don't have really any reaction, Jim. Our owner commented on it yesterday, and it's only been 30 hours, so I haven't had much time to digest it fully, but when I do, I'll be sure to let you know how I feel about it.
When do you plan to address this publicly?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. There's still a process that's going forth right now, and you know, I'm involved in that process, so whenever it happens, and I'll certainly want to be very comfortable in how I feel about the statements that I make.
Is the Super Bowl tainted? Should there be an asterisk?
What do you guys think? Neither do I.
Has this, however, detracted from your joy of winning the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because we earned and achieved everything that we got this year as a team, and I'm very proud of that, and our fans should be too.
All right, so Tom Brady speaking out for the very first time since the Wells report was released. Joining us now is our NFL analyst, former teammate of Tom Brady's, Damien Woody. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining us. So, obviously, this is the first time we hear Tom speak about Deflategate. Did you like his response? I have two questions. Did you like what he had to say?
I don't think anyone liked what he had to say, but I thought it was the right thing to do at the time. And, you know, for him, why put yourself in a precarious position? You know, you're there to do an event that was already planned months ahead of time. Obviously, the news dropped. You know, you don't want to say anything that could come back to haunt you, so he took the safe route. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady has, you know, plenty of representatives that want to advise him how to comment on certain situations. I'm pretty sure that was in play last night.
So, moving forward, how would you like to see him respond?
Well, I mean, listen, I think everyone would like for him to be more forthcoming with the type of responses, the type of questions that are being asked about the investigation. I don't know necessarily if that's going to be the case, you know, but I just, you know, this whole investigation, everything that's happened, you know, I just have it's a tough pill to swallow. It really is. It's a tough pill to swallow. You know, to think that, you know, people are saying two rogue, you know, equipment managers that went out there and just on their own decided to deflate balls. I mean, come on, who's buying that? Who's buying that? I mean, what's the upside for the, you know, the equipment guys to go out there and do something like that? To me, it makes absolutely no sense for guys to just go out there and do something like that on their own. Do I think this crime or whatever you want to classify it as is, you know, severe? No. Listen, if the Patriots played the Colts 10 times, they would probably beat them 7 out of 8 times in that, you know, in that scenario because they were the better team. I think my feeling is disappointment. Why? Why do something like that when you're Tom Brady? Your legacy is already set in stone. Why did you feel like you would have to do something like that in order to gain a competitive advantage? Listen, we're all competitive. I was a former player. You're always looking to you know, to press the line, to press the envelope, to see what type of advantage that you can get over your opponents. And if you're the Patriots, you're the preeminent organization in North America, in my opinion. So I'm pretty sure they've been doing this a lot. You know, it's hard to stay on top. It is, especially in the free agency era in the National Football League. You're going to have to press the envelope in a lot of different situations. But in this particular situation, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And right now it seems like everyone is hiding behind, you know, issue statements.
So you're saying that if Tom Brady, or if and when he does respond, he won't be capable of defending himself because you think they pretty much have him in the Wells report?
Well, listen, I think when you look at the Wells report, I think there's wiggle room on both sides. There's nothing, it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of stuff that you can have wiggle room on. You know, I hear a lot of people talking about there's nothing conclusive, there's no smoking gun. Well, there's a lot of cases in criminal or civil court that's circumstantial. And I think right now in the court of public opinion, he's taking a beating. I mean, we need something. I think people need some type of answer or some type of explanation or something. There's only so many statements that you can hide behind from your agent or whatever your representatives are. People need to hear from you.
Right. Stephen A. Damien Woody said people need to hear from Tom Brady, much like you said earlier in the show. Your take again?
Well, listen, you know, Damien Woody is absolutely right, and it's similar to what I echoed at the beginning of the show. I'm incredibly disturbed at how dismissive Tom Brady is, how evasive he appears. You have been accused as being a cheater. Your own father had to come out and emphatically and vehemently come to your defense. I have no doubt his wonderful, beautiful, successful wife, Giselle, would do the same thing. But Tom Brady is sitting back, smiling and laughing like it's no big deal. And being, I think, relatively evasive. I remember when they asked him during that press conference weeks ago, Skip, that you and I both thought was a joke.
Yep.
They said, is Tom Brady a cheater? He said, I don't believe so. You don't believe so? I mean, what the hell is that? I don't understand it. I don't get it. It doesn't make much sense to me. And you brought up Jay Feely earlier in the show, Tom Brady's friend, and coming to Tom Brady's defense. Well, it just seems to me like everybody's doing a better job of defending Tom Brady than Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. This is not something like, a play or, something that happened during the game or something that you need to be politically correct about. This is your personal integrity. They're calling you out. They're calling you a cheater. Shannon Sharp came on my radio show yesterday, Damien Woody, and said if Tom Brady were inducted into the Hall of Fame today, he would not show up and shake his hand. Because as far as he's concerned, he's a cheater. Now, if he goes and wins 3 Super Bowls after this, okay, maybe he'll think differently. But as of right now, Tom Brady's a cheater. He broke the rules intentionally. That's what they're saying about you. And you have nothing to say? You talk about, I've only had 30 hours? I wouldn't need 30 minutes.
Well,
I wouldn't need 3 minutes.
Hey, Stephen A., you brought up a great point because this whole thing has been in every news cycle. It doesn't matter what channel you turn on, it's been in every news cycle. If someone is bashing me and bashing my integrity, my character,
please.
You wouldn't think I would be on the first camera. If
Absolutely.
I knew I was innocent, I would be in front of something proclaiming my innocence.
Okay, so I told Stephen A. earlier in the show, I spoke or communicated with 3 people close to Brady last night. I know you're still well connected in New England. All 3 told me that Brady is telling them he is completely innocent and that those ball boys didn't do anything wrong. Well, if that's how you feel, unless you're being delusional, if that's the truth, you need to say that publicly quickly, because the impression is just growing and growing and growing. To Stephen A.'s point, you are tainted. You are a cheater. Shannon Sharp will not show up at your induction ceremony if you get elected to the Hall of Fame, says Shannon Sharp. So the time is now. You can't delay. And I agree. I know this man. I know Stephen A. I know you well enough. I know Jay Feely well enough. It's one of the people I spoke to last night. They're all, hey, yes, we would climb the highest mountain to proclaim our innocence publicly. That's what we all want to see and hear from Tom Brady, if he's capable of that. Again, he's not privately saying, yeah, they got me. I've got to say these things. But he's saying privately, I'm innocent. We need to hear it publicly.
And Skip, I just want to make this one quick point. I still have the utmost respect for Tom Brady because I've seen his work ethic. I've seen his competitiveness. I know what the guy's capable of. He's the ultimate champion. I just need him. I just need you to come forward. I need you to say something, because the longer you stay quiet, the worse it looks for you as a person.
Yeah.
All right. Damien Woody, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Coming up next, folks, we're talking NBA playoffs. Which Derrick Rose will show up tonight? That is the discussion in just a few moments.